The tragic fate of Whitney Houston and the whispers that followed. In 2009, Whitney Houston broke her silence and sat down with Oprah Winfrey. During the interview, Houston openly admitted to her struggles with substance abuse, acknowledging that it had started years earlier and eventually became a daily part of her life. She revealed that she had sought help by entering rehab at some point. Houston also shared that she was committed to her sobriety and taking it one day at a time, but had the desire to return to illicit sadly. Events that unfolded later made it evident that the temptation proved to be too overwhelming for her to resist. Despite Whitney Houston's efforts to revive her career, she encountered difficulties in maintaining the stability. Her performances were inconsistent, leading to multiple true cancellations. Recognizing the ongoing nature of her struggles, Houston voluntarily entered rehab again, acknowledging the persistence of her addiction. Toward the end of Whitney Houston's career, fans and those close to her observed a noticeable change in her voice. It was apparent that her vocal abilities had diminished compared to her earlier performances. The cause was emphysema, an inflammation of the lungs caused by her smoking. At the end, she didn't make it. On February 11, 2012, the world was shocked by the tragic news of Whitney Houston's passing. She was discovered unconscious at the bathtub of her suite at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Despite the efforts of paramedics who worked for 20 minutes to revive her, Houston couldn't be saved. She passed away at the age of 48. Shortly before her passing, Whitney Houston had a heartfelt conversation with her longtime assistant, Mary Jones, in which Houston confessed her desire to turn her life around and find a path to heaven. On the night of Whitney Houston's passing, she was scheduled to appear at a pre-Grammy Awards party hosted by Clive Davis, the man who had discovered her. Instead of canceling the event, Davis made the decision to proceed with the party, as attendees gathered to celebrate Houston's life and musical legacy. However, the party took place at the same hotel where Houston had tragically passed away, and her body was still present in the building. Many believed it was inappropriate and disrespectful to hold a festive gathering while Houston's body remained on the premises. Her ex-husband Bobby Brown, like Clive Davis, made the decision to continue with the scheduled performance. While grieving the loss of his former wife, Brown appeared at the show as planned. During the performance, fans in attendance reported that Brown blew a kiss to the sky and declared his love for Whitney by saying, "I love you, Whitney." Her passing has proven to be accidental. They found the cause to be drowning, as well as the combined effects of atherosclerotic heart disease and substance abuse. Shortly after Houston's passing, a disturbing rumor circulated on Twitter involving her ex-husband Bobby Brown, claiming that Brown had taken his own life and left a note saying, "Two can play at that game," which was, of course, a lie. Years after her passing, the truth came out. For years, there were whispers that Whitney Houston was in a lesbian relationship with her lifelong friend Robyn Crawford. Even Houston's ex-husband Bobby said that it was true, and that Crawford and Houston had an intimate bond. He said that they kept it quiet because they feared Cissy Houston's disapproval. No one knew what to believe until Crawford broke her silence in 2019. Whitney and Robyn first met at an East Orange summer camp in the summer of 1980, when Houston was 16 and Crawford was 19. According to Crawford, it was during this summer that their relationship turned sexual and romantic, but that aspect only lasted for 2 years due to the prejudice of the era. The pair continued to be close, however, and had a bond that spanned 22 years.